Welcome, everybody. It's Saturday night. That means it's Saturday night special time. We got a show for you.
It's a show.
It's a
Way to
show.
sell it.
We're all starting an hour later because you guys do that stupid time change bullshit.
We do.
But you guys don't do that anymore, right? That's the last.
No,
it never
changed
passed.
their mind. They changed their mind.
Never.
We got to keep doing it.
So stupid.
Just move it a half an hour. That's it. Just
So-
keep it there.
When do they go back on it?
March.
So stupid. All right, well, we got a show for you tonight, everybody. So strap in
Or strap on.
or strap off.
The strapper.
Fucking time changes.
Yeah, it really throws you for a loop.
It messes up us Arizonans up.
Yeah,
I apologize on behalf of all of East Coast.
we had a Thresholds interview this week, and I'm sitting here waiting for it, and Matt's in the chat going, "Where's the guest?" And I was like, "He freaking ditched me." And I reached out to the producer, and the producer's like, everyone else had daylight savings. It's in an hour. I was like, "Oh, stupid." Freaking.
You're the customer. It should be your time.
Look at
Yeah,
Sam,
let's
big
do it
time.
like
And
that.
I reached out to my producer.
Well, that's what he calls himself. He's the producer. But yeah,
Throws out those buzzwords.
it makes Threshold sound super legit.
Was it?
And
Did
we
he
are
look like
super
Zero?
legit. We got so many interviews now.
Did he look like Zero Mostel?
Now we just have to figure out how to get people to watch it.
We'll never figure that. Well, I'll tell you, the guy who was on this week, he said he's in 50 different Facebook groups, and he posts links to his show in each one of those groups every 2 weeks.
Fuck that.
I would say probably making a catchy title, but I can't make a catchier title than episode 61. So
Yeah, whoops.
Is that what our title is this week?
yeah.
Awesome. So Sam has 8 billion people watching.
Wow, that's a lot of pressure, man. That's the whole world.
What's up, Ronnie? What's up, Repair Tech?
Tony.
GT came in first as always.
Woo.
Ed, he
Welcome
says
Canada.
he's got ice cream. Oh, he didn't say hey nerds and Kyle this week.
Hey, nuts.
No, he just decided to make fun of you for not having ice cream.
Damn.
BK needs a suspension for saying what he said this week.
Oh.
What did he say this week?
I don't know what he said. I don't know what he's referring to. JJ posting in 50 Facebook groups seems like more work than his actual show would be. Dude, his show. If we were talking, it's supposed to be like true crime, but he's just talking about real life events. And
Thanks, Steve.
one of his episodes is about a lady who left her kids in a hot car, and her 2 kids freaking died. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh, welcome to summer in Arizona.
It was in Florida, and it wasn't the mother of the children. It was the daycare worker. Like, she was transporting them and left them in a hot car and killed, and the 2 kids died. It's like,
She get a tip.
yeah, yeesh, he's right. That's exactly right. I was like, oh my gosh.
But how
Well,
many
what's better,
stories?
Steve? Didn't you like Saturday Night Sticks? Everybody loves Saturday Night Sticks.
You were popped into the chat. What do you think, Matt? How'd it go?
It was fun.
Yeah, I had fun.
Yeah, but here they have billboards that says, "Remember to check if your kids are in the car when you get
Oh,
out."
Dude, you know what? You know what's
Really
even
affects
worse? Like,
windows.
I know two families where they've been backing out of the driveway and they run over their toddler.
What?
because they don't check behind the car before they pull back,
Oh my
pull
goodness.
out of the driveway.
That's insane.
One of them was a professional football player, and he
Man.
hit his like 2 or 3 year old daughter as he was backing out of the driveway, killed her.
I think I remember that one.
And then another one was like a family I knew growing up when I was in like 3rd or 4th grade, and another baby just behind the car, and they didn't walk behind the car to clear it before they took off. It's just like things that haunt me forever. So I always walk behind the car before I get in it because I don't want to run over my kid. I don't know that that's the right emote for that story, but okay.
That was 100% the correct one. This is
sounds about appropriate for something. Yeah,
that's a late term abortion is what that is.
Oof.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
So, how was everybody's week besides running over their kids?
Well, thankfully, no one's run over their kids that I'm aware of. But man, what a week! A lot of work put in. Yeah, it's a good week, I'd say.
Oh yeah. How about you, Matt?
It's been a week, man. Nothing exciting. Kind of low key, thankfully.
I heard you had something exciting happen today.
What did I have exciting happen today?
What did you buy today?
I didn't buy anything today. Oh, San Diego tickets?
Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean? Yeah.
That sounds pretty exciting.
I found out that I'm going to be a grandpa to a baby boy.
Hey, congratulations.
Congrats, man.
We found out it's going to be a boy.
Awesome. Hey, we finally unlocked the headlines and the
Did they really tell you it's gonna be a boy, or did you just see like the arm on the ultrasound? You're like, that's a dick. It's a boy. look at that thing. It's massive. The Stinson boy. Stinson genes are strong in that one.
He was playing with it, so that's how I knew. No. Yeah, so
He was making eye contact with me as he pointed at it. I was very intimidated.
He put his hand on his belly and laughed at me.
Like the kid in Back to the Future 3?
Like, look who's packing, Pop Pop.
My mom calls me Meepaw now.
Meepaw?
Meepaw?
Meepaw. So, yeah.
Yeah, San Diego tickets was it was a total fear of missing out thing. I say every year, I'm not going again. I'm done.
Yeah.
And then I get the email, and I was like, ooh, San Diego tickets. And then I'm like, I don't want to miss it. But
yeah. Then you remember spending time in the hot tub with Lance. And then you're like, yeah, I got to go back.
Well, then I remember it's in the middle of July when it's like 125 degrees here. And I'm like, ooh, 75 and cool in San Diego for a week sounds fantastic.
Especially with Lance.
What?
Are you and Lance going?
Right now, it's just me.
You only got one ticket?
Mm-hmm. Sir.
Some me time in San Diego.
Exactly.
Fuck.
You know, I bet you could hang out with any number of people over there. Some people who don't even leave the hotel. You know,
I'll have to make sure I get some spray on chest hair, and a big gold chain, so I can fill the role of Sopranos mob boss, Italian mob boss, as I sit in the hot tub like this, like he was.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Marco.
No. Then I would say I would need some olive oil to just drip all over my hands, so my hands are.
Yeah, make sure you get plenty in your hair.
Yeah.
They tell you can't sell your passes, but you can.
There's a market. There's a market.
You can, yeah, you can. Nobody checks. They tell you not to, but nobody checks.
Do they use light like New York Comic Con does?
No, they're RFI, so you just scan in and out, and they don't care.
There's
They
too
don't-
many
nobody-
people to check names and IDs.
Yeah, literally nobody has ever stopped me and been like, "Let me check your name. Let me see your ID. Match the name." Nobody cares.
Are you really Matt Along?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you pronounce my last name?
I didn't want to say it. Didn't want to say it correctly.
Like
Appreciate
You
that.
Yeah, you know what? Matt could hand his pass off to someone that someone could leave a grumpy, and then no one would be the wiser.
Poop at the Con, Part 2.
Yeah.
I mean, Lance always says that nobody can tell the difference between him and Kyle, but last year he masqueraded as me for a weekend at San Diego Comic-Con. So
You guys are twins.
yeah. Not counting the endless forehead on Lance, you know.
yeah,
the forehead that doesn't stop.
Matt the Day Flipper. Yeah,
That's all those brick oven pizzas he's been eating.
yeah. The grease just slowly took his hair.
So funny. Brick oven.
Happens to all of us Italians.
Pizza Hut, home of the brick oven pizza.
For him wiping his greasy hands through his hair, it just eventually started falling.
Pizza's great. Oh God. Oh God.
Yeah. Well,
I said I wanted to skip San Diego next year and go to New York, and then I was like, New York is going to be like plane tickets and hotel plus con and all this and that and this and that, and I was like, I can drive to San Diego. And
you also have to have a pooper scooper for the human feces you find everywhere.
Oh, you have to have that in California too. That's I'm telling you, like this last year when I went, you go around the side of the convention and it's all like one side is all like comic nerd shit. You go around the other side and it's like a homeless encampment, and there's just shit on the sidewalk, like where you got on and off the buses. It's all homeless encampment. So it was shit on the sidewalk and people laying everywhere and people begging for money and
I'm just gonna go there and beg for passes.
SM-15.
beg for passes.
I'm gonna shit on the sidewalk and beg for passes. Please, I don't have any money for passes. I know Matt messaged me and I was like, I got money for that shit.
I mean, you could just jar your farts and sell them online.
I tried, nobody bought them. They're just sitting on a
Beatniks,
shelf.
Well,
Yeah,
they're sitting in your salt cellar aging.
Yeah.
turning into jankum. So then people can you can sell them for people to get high off of them.
They're just sitting on my shelf. I have them in jars with little Volkswagen emblems on the top. Yeah.
With the canning date. Fresh buy.
Just gonna
And
see
then
a
it
balloon
says what I
just
ate.
appear behind
It
Kyle
says
as it fills up with the
Mexican.
nauseous gases.
It says Italian.
Yeah. Instead of
You just need to change your profile picture and they'll sell right away. Put Emily Elizabeth on the profile picture and you'll be fine.
This one was Americana.
Yep.
Texas barbecue on this one.
Yep.
We have
Filiberto's.
Chang's.
I had a super nachos with extra pico. All right.
Gallo, baby.
Sam, get us started.
Am I the asshole for taking my nephew's money after he destroyed half of my comic collection? Now, for all of you comic collectors, this is a harrowing tale. So please, if you feel the need to cry, find your nearest Kleenex and just be ready for this tragic tale. My nephew is 15 years old, and he comes to stay with me every summer for a few weeks. He's recently taken up the hobby of drawing, and as soon as he came to stay with me, he asked if he could use my comics to get inspiration for his own drawings. I said yes. Since I still have to work every day, he spends about 9 hours a day alone. When I come home, he shows me his drawings, and they look really, really good. One day, he showed me an extremely elaborate drawing that I recognized, and I said something like, wow, this looks exactly like the comic. How did you do that? And he said, well, like all of my drawings, I traced it.
You fucking tracer.
I almost blacked out when he said that. I went to my comic collection and started opening them up, and I saw traces of pen all over them. Some of the pages were slightly torn because he pressed too hard with the pen. He spent about 3 weeks drawing every day for hours, and he traced the pen over about half of my comics. My initial reaction was pretty bad. I got really angry and shouted. I told him he was too old to be doing stupid shit like this. And I can't see the text. And that he should know better than to ruin other people's things. When I separated out all of the ruined comics, I calculated the cost to be about $600. So just a small collection. I told him I was going to tell his mom, and he begged me not to. He said he had some money saved.
I'm going to tell your mom.
I'm going to tell your mom. And asked if he can buy the comics off of me. He said he had $400 and he would save and give me the other $200 in a few months. But I said he can have them all for $300. When his parents joined us last week, his mom noticed he was missing $300. She knew he had $400 because he said he would get some new clothes and look for art supplies in the city. She asked him what he had bought that was so expensive, and he eventually told her the truth. Then my sister and her husband freaked out on me for taking money from a child and demanded I give it back. I said I was already doing them a favor for forgiving him half the cost. They said he needs the money, and I said that they can reimburse him since they didn't bother teaching him not to destroy other people's property. Then she said, it's only comics, you 30-year-old baby. My sister and brother-in-law were supposed to stay with us for a week and my nephew for another 3 weeks, but they all went home together after 2 painfully silent days. In the end, my parents got involved and told me off for stealing money that they gifted him. My sister took the comics and said I can have them back when I give them the money back. So never. And I said that my nephew can come back to stay with me when she realizes she's unnecessarily punishing him by taking him home. They live in the middle of nowhere, and I live in a big city on the coast, and we haven't spoken in a week now. Did he do the right thing?
I think so. He learned a very valuable lesson. That's a life lesson right there.
Yeah. Okay. Matt?
I agree. You destroyed someone's shit and you have to pay for it. Why should he have to give the money back? Like, yeah, no. You don't just get to break people's shit and then not get reimbursed, not have consequences.
Bitch, you fucked up my comics.
What are your thoughts, Sticks?
I think he definitely should have paid for them. I think he did go a little overboard on how much he charged him, but I don't know what books he drew over. So,
okay, what I find really interesting is that this transaction was totally copacetic until the sister got involved. The kid was like, "Yeah, you're right."
That's what happens when you get women involved.
Kid was like, "Yeah, you're right. I messed up your books. I'm really sorry. I'll pay you the $400 I owe you plus the $200 I'll have to earn over a few months." And then his sister got involved, and then she was like, that's my kid, and he's entitled to everything, and you are entitled to nothing because you're my brother, right? And then even their parents got involved and were like, "What are you doing? Grow up!" And it's like, oh my gosh, the kid and the uncle understood the transaction, and then once these other overly protective helicopter parents got involved, then things got ugly.
So what he should have done is looked at the book and been like, all right, he drew over this amazing Spider-Man 300, pulled it up on eBay. It's $800, bitch, and then slapped her in the face with the iPad after he showed her how much it was.
You know what? He should give the money back, and then he should say, okay, I'll give you the money back. That's fine. We'll do that. But what I get to do is how they punish people in China. I'm going to cane them.
Yeah.
Or just be like, all right, I'll give him his $300, and then you can give me $300. So then I'm not taking his money. I'm taking your money.
Like, it's not even the kid that's a problem, right? They had come to an arrangement. The kid was like, "Yeah, you're right," and then the uncle was like, "Okay, I'll cut you a break, half price." And then the sister got involved, and she refuses to see the reason here. So I don't think the uncle is the asshole, and I don't think the kid's the asshole. I mean, the kid didn't understand what he was doing, but he was going to step up and take care of it, right? I think the asshole is the sister.
Who the hell put that?
that was mine.
That's awesome. Did you do that for Get Off My Lawn?
No, that was for Saturday Night Sticks last week.
That's awesome.
That's one of my favorite cartoons.
That's fantastic. We're definitely gonna keep using that one, Sticks. Thank you. Oh, sorry, Sam. Go ahead.
No, I'm done.
Yes.
I mean, I'll say this. I mean, my son is 16, but even at 15, I think he would know better than to be drawn on someone's comic books.
I don't know.
My kids.
I would like to think he would anyway.
I don't know. That's a tough one, man. I would be very mad. I guess it depends on if it is a book. If it was like $1 book or something, whatever.
Yeah,
like
but half of them.
Free comic book day book or whatever. But yeah, yeah.
Here, you could trace all my free comic book day books. Yeah, that would be all right.
I'd be like, hey, let's go to your room and see what shit of yours I can break.
Right.
There you go.
Let me take a shit on your computer.
Yeah. Let me erase all your Fortnite skins.
Who's Lopez?
That's what I was about. Who's Lopez? Fuck it, Lopez. If you want to come on, fucking message
No. He only comes on to Creed music. His walk-up music has to be Creed.
We could play Creed as he comes in.
Oh yeah,
we could sing it for him. We could serenade him.
Yeah, we'll sing it.
Can you take me
with arms wide open? Now everything has changed.
Wow.
Did Lopez message you?
No.
That's what I thought.
Sam the singing lawyer.
Who's Lopez? He's Kelly Clarkson.
He's got staff.
He's got staff. Is he going?
I heard that Lopez was the original lead singer of Creed, but he couldn't figure out how to work a computer to record the song, so they kicked him out of the band.
I figured he never came with lyrics.
You give me love.
First appetit in November.
Yep.
Return from where?
Where's Lopez?
How's Lopez?
I'll do you one
right
better.
after.
Why is Lopez?
Lopez only shows up during daylight saving time. So
why's Lopez?
He's like the groundhog. I'm gonna ask him if he saw a shadow.
Free Renovision prison.
Four new months of Lopez.
We do.
Yeah, mine says with arms, and Kyle says wide open.
Right
and
over his butt.
They're on our backs and they're tramp stamps.
Yep. Yeah. If you bend over, you see it really good. All wide open.
Should we get into the news?
Yes, sir.
I dare you.
Do we? We have a diss battle going on in the
with all
chat right
wide
now.
open.
Sticks, you suck at Tetris.
Now everything has changed.
I remember last time I tried to make you both prove it. One of you couldn't figure out how to work a computer. So
I'll show you everything. What's up, Reef? How's the Volkswagen coming along?
All right. First up, DC has announced the Joker Year One, a 3-part story coming to Batman Comics in February. Fans will learn the secret of Batman's greatest villain over the course of Batman 142 through 144. I say again, didn't we already do this?
How many times are they going to do this?
Right, with DC promising that the event will have readers questioning everything they know about the Joker. The 3-comic issue will be written by Chip Zdarsky and feature art by Giuseppe. Oh my God, Camonsiol or Camonsoli? I don't know.
Camoncoli.
Giuseppe Camoncoli.
Thank you.
Camoncoli.
Nessi, Andrea Sorrentino, Alejandro Sanchez, and David Stewart. DC previewed
Huh?
interior art for the first issues of the event, along with crossovers for all 3 of the comics. The Joker Year 1 will kick off when Batman 142 on sale February 6th, wherein the leader of the Red Hood gang meets a tragic death in a vat of chemicals. One of the Joker stories that have now become legend.
Hey, Matt, you knocked that out of the
Oh
park.
man, sorry about that.
Giuseppe Camuncoli aside, you knocked that out of the park.
Yeah, so this is supposed to be the cover for 142, 143, and 144. So
Not too
I actually really
shabby.
like that cover with the reflection in the puddle.
Oh,
Is that
This
on
seems-
Instagram?
This seems like well-covered territory.
Yeah, it really does. I don't know why DC is choosing to do this again. Like 3 Jokers now, and now we're gonna go to this and keep
they just did this 2
changing the
years ago.
Joker's origin. And what's up, Sticks?
They just did this a couple of years ago, didn't they?
Yeah.
With the Joker War, they rehashed it then too.
Hmm.
So
They did. They did.
And they
I don't
rehashed
know,
it in New 52. Death of
Really?
the Family.
they must think that Joker origins are cashable, so that's why they keep doing it.
I mean, is it just me, or does the Joker smile on that top cover kind of look like the bat symbol?
A little
little
bit.
Yeah, that's it.
Looks like he's biting down to push a grumpy out.
At New York
He-
Comic Con.
He's doing one of those teeth over the lip smiles.
Like
Wow.
like that one artist you guys love so much. Gosh, what's his name?
Oh, the old Rob Liefeld?
Yeah, Robbie Liefeld. That's the one. One of those. The no lip smiles.
I think it's more just like it's like a cash grab too, because Joker sells. Anything Joker is going to sell.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Follow
oh,
him,
well,
sir.
we need what's up?
I was telling Reef I followed his VW
Oh.
car club.
Oh, yeah. Well, when I was in anything Joker sells, so you can just rehash his origin again, or make a 4th Joker now, and give it to mantle to
Yeah.
somebody else, and sell books, and subs on Batman must have dropped or something. But are you excited
Well,
for
it's
this,
not- I mean-
Kyle? Are you going to read this, Kyle?
No.
This won't
Is
make
it
you go
not-
back into a comic book shop, Kyle?
I buy all my dude. I buy comics, but I buy them off of eBay, so I spend a fortune fucking with shipping. Like I just got the McFarlane covers in the mail.
The toy variants?
Yeah. So
I mean, at some point, there's going to be like way too many origin stories for one character.
yeah.
Only there was a little store that you
That-
could go to about 5 miles from you where you didn't have to pay shipping.
I know, right? It's
Gotta
hard
pay gas
getting-
though.
It's hard getting there though. Like the motivation.
Do I want to go there? Nah.
Like I think
I got
about
it Amazon.
and then like I think about it that I'm like, I go there and then they'll say, sorry.
Doesn't he do a delivery service?
I don't know.
I know he was during COVID, so. But then that means you'd have to have a box there again, and we all know how well that worked out.
Well, I think that their box is that you have to give them $20 to start a box.
Oof. No thanks.
That's $4.
That you don't get back.
Get
Non-refundable.
$4 and you won't have to worry about it.
Yeah, but if they don't have them,
That's not mathing, Sticks. That doesn't matter.
no. I was trying to process that in my head.
Just get
and
$4. So
I
you
was
want me
like,
to spend
hmm,
$40 to start a box?
Or is it? Are they selling you a subscription service? So it's $20.
It's $20 just for the box, and you get
The
it
box,
back
yeah.
when you close it.
So,
if you
yeah, to open a box, it's
So
$20.
it's not like $20. Then you can use that $20 toward books.
No,
Nope.
No, it's like $20
Oh.
for the
Maybe that's
for
what
the
they on top of
service of having a box that they will put your comics into.
That wouldn't be. That's not a good incentive to get people to put a box. I mean,
No.
you know. I mean, I get it because some people ghost you on your box, but
But that's
still.
the game
I
you
mean,
play with the comic book store.
yeah. I mean, you could order like I don't know, like even like even the big ones like Midtown, they have to order hundreds and hundreds of these books just to get those incentives, right? So now they got like 75 to 100 of the A covers that they don't fucking want. Now they got to sell them at $1 in the dollar bin.
Yeah, but even
Just to
if
get
you
rid of
do online, you still have to pay for
Doesn't matter.
shipping.
Yeah.
It's the price of doing business, sir.
Yeah.
But
But I
Well-
mean, so they buy those books at a discount anyways. Just because they're $4.99, the shop ain't buying them at $4.99. So
no, I know they're
you
getting
gotta
them
think
at a
if-
discount.
they're getting them $1 to $2 a book for 100 issues to get a 1 in 100, and they sell that 1 in 100 for ratio. They're breaking even
That's true.
on top of whatever else they're going to sell those 100 issues for. So,
but I get
Ooh.
it. It's the price of doing business. But
Right.
$20, Like, who cares if people open and close boxes? Like, that's always going to happen with a comic book shop.
Yeah.
So, but every time I try to go there, it's always out. So it's just easier. I know I can just go on like eBay and buy it. I know it's there. You know
Do
what
you
I
use
mean?
that as a negotiation tactic?
I do not.
I mean, if you're going online to get like the incentives,
eBay
guess
has
that's
this
one
in
thing.
stock.
but if you just need the A or B covers that are heavily in flux in the LCS,
Usually, what I've been doing lately is I'll read them online, and then I just buy the covers that I like. Because everything's online.
I'm cheap, so I only usually buy the A or B or normal variants. I don't buy ratios.
We all can't
I
be
can't.
Lopez.
I can't justify spending $100 on a fucking cover.
yeah, no, no.
I was thinking about opening a box at Midtown, but then I have to go through and
I live in Canada and it costs $20 to mail a fucking letter.
right.
Yeah. Thanks,
I've
Justin
shit.
Trudeau.
I've shipped to fucking Canada before, and it's crazy. I remember I had to ship a poster out from a giveaway, and the fucking the post office gave me the wrong form to fill out, and then when I filled everything out, they didn't attach all the right forms, so it left. It went to Canada, and then it came back to me, and it cost me like $25 to fucking have it shipped all the way back to my house. And then I had to go back to the post office, another post office, and fucking fill everything out again, the right stuff, so that I could ship it out again to them to make sure that they got
Wasting your
their
time.
they got their free giveaway. But
That just cost you shipping twice now.
my comic shop is better. I'll have to look at that.
Yeah, they're all right.
Damn. I
Jesus.
shipped this out to Scandinavia, and it was like $60 to ship.
Hope they covered that. Oh, you didn't.
It's probably a free giveaway. It's an
They were
old
like,
free
this
giveaway.
is sucker. We got the deal here.
But all right, let's move on.
Yeah, sure.
Steven Yeun's Thunderbolt's role confirmed by Robert Kirkman, of all people. After Yeun rose to fame on The Walking Dead, which was based on a comic book series written by Kirkman, the actor has since been voicing the lead role in Kirkman's animated series Invincible. Per IGN, Kirkman has now revealed in a YouTube interview with the comics artist David Finch that Yen will be the MCU's Sentry in Thunderbolts, claiming that the actor told him personally about this while remarking on his costume's colors. Yen's Invincible character happens to wear a suit that is with yellow and blue colors, a scheme similar to Sentry from Marvel Comics. Glenn as the Sentry, huh?
As long as they hit him with a baseball bat, we're good.
You've got to have his eye hanging out going, Maggie.
The end of the Walking Dead show. The beginning of the end.
Hey. I have to say the better.
Dar said, in my exile, I learned 17 new language, and Jeffrey said it was English 1.
This kid isn't a good actor, but I don't know if I see him as Sentry.
Yeah.
I could see him, I don't know, as
I could see it with arms wide open.
maybe like Totally Awesome Hulk or something. I don't know.
Yeah, as what's his name?
Hulkling? Not a Hulkling.
No,
Shame.
I can't think of the kid. What's that kid's name that becomes the Hulk in that?
Oh, look at that. Look at Sam. He's got an effect on his
I
screen.
can't think of it.
I do.
Not anymore.
I can't think of who becomes Hulk. The Asian person who becomes Hulk. God damn it. Chad will help us out. But
Oh, yeah.
Amadeus Cho?
Amadeus Cho, thank you.
No, there you go. All right, thank you, Buffy.
Stick me,
Buffy
Amadeus. Yes, Amadeus Cho. Well, we'll see. It feels like with all the casting rumors this week, I love how the writer's strike isn't actually technically officially done because I don't even think they've signed yet.
Yeah, they ratified
All these casting rumors are now coming out, and like we used to make fun of Marvel, Kyle, back in the day about no-name actors, and now it's like the Marvel model has changed to follow the DC Warner Brothers model and just throw money at the biggest actors you can find, regardless if they fit the role or not.
Yeah. No-name actors was where it was at. Yeah, I mean, you know what? Because I think they've realized that people have Marvel fatigue right now. So I think what they're having to do is people aren't clamoring to go see these Marvel movies anymore. So now they're going to have these bigger actors in there to get people to fill seats now.
Well, yeah, that's true. But if you think about names like Spider-Man, Iron Man, like those characters are enough to get people to go see the show. Names like Sentry or the Thunderbolts, that's a little bit further down on the roster. So the name of the character alone probably isn't enough to just get people to show up. So yeah, they have to balance it out with big name actors. But my concern here is Steven Yeun a big name actor?
He's a pretty big name actor.
Yeah.
In certain circles.
Well, Sentry isn't exactly a big name character, though.
Yeah,
Right.
I was gonna say, it's not the household draw that like Spider-Man or Iron Man is.
Right. So, I mean, you could put a B-level actor into that role because it's not a...
I just hope he has the long flowing blonde hair.
I mean, come on, man.
Can't
He
see
was in
him
a
with
movie
black
called
hair.
Beef. How can you not be any bigger than
Does it get
Beef?
bigger than beef?
So, according to NBC, on October 9th, the Writers Guild ratified their contract.
The Writers Guild did, yes, but the actors have not.
Oh, the actors, yes. Okay.
Yeah, you
no,
did
the
say
actors
writers
not.
earlier.
Oh, did I say writers?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I
Oh,
looked at it.
actors.
Fucking
Sorry.
Matt.
My fucking bad. The actors have
Get
not.
your shit straight.
They've agreed, but they have not ratified that I'm aware of yet.
Oh, here we go.
There's a lot of beef about that, saying that they got absolutely bent over backwards when it came to the AI stuff.
Yeah, they ratified it yesterday,
Did they?
86-14.
There you go.
I was
So-
part of the 14.
It was supposed to be
Yeah.
ratified on Monday, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Does Steven Yen being in the MCU make you want to go see Thunderbolts? I don't know.
Fuck yeah.
No, the Thunderbolts don't make me want to go see Thunderbolts.
I'm going to hold up a sign that says, "It's Glenn."
Bash me, daddy.
I mean, The Walking Dead crossed to a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people knew who Steven Yen is now.
True.
And he's been nominated for awards since leaving The Walking Dead, hasn't he?
For what?
In his
For a
movie
while.
called Nope.
Yeah, he was in Nope. And
Nope.
He got munched in Nope.
Burning. He was really good at
Classic.
Burning.
That was a classic.
I really liked him in Mayhem.
Another modern
he was
classic.
in I mean, of course, Invincible.
He was really good at Minari.
I loved him in Sorry to Bother You. That's actually a
man.
weird fucking movie, dude. I loved him in Legend of Korra.
I liked him in Troll Hunters.
You guys are just reading his IMDb.
Nothing beats his award-winning role in Filthy Preppy Teens.
I liked him in The Humans. What was the point of the movie The Humans? A psychological horror about the ordinary miniseries and compromise of family. I mean, jeez. I need to go back and watch Fear the Walking Dead because when did they bring that blonde-haired chick back?
I want to say last season, right when
'Cause-
they announced it was going to be the end.
Because remember, all of a sudden, like she got attacked, and they left it open, like you didn't know if she escaped or not. And then all of a sudden, I see these previews, and I'm like, that bitch came back.
And her whole family's dead.
I remember in the first season, her daughter that played her daughter, bitch was ugly, and then in a couple of later seasons, she was like dirty and mean and shit. And you're like, hey, she's kind of hot.
You like
wanna know what
the
happened to
abusive
the
female motif?
You like dirty
Yeah.
bitchy girls?
Same thing with the chick that plays Maggie when she's on The Walking Dead. And she's like greasy hair and dirty looking. I'm like, she's smoking hot. And then you see her regular, and she's pretty fucking hot too. There's something about the greasy, dirty. I don't know what it is. The badass fucking people up. But now I have to go back and fucking catch up because, like, what the hell? Do they explain why what happened with that episode?
I don't know. I bailed on Fear the Walking Dead a long time ago.
Damn it.
After they killed off Alicia, the daughter, I was done. I can't watch any of that anymore, dude. Like, now that the main storyline is done, like, my interest in The Walking Dead has diminished drastically. Like, I watched maybe 2 episodes of The Dead City and maybe 2 episodes of the
That was
Daryl Dixon
terrible.
spinoff. So
I didn't even bother with the Daryl spinoff. I saw him in a movie, Daryl. I can't remember what it is, but he looks.
Boondock Saints.
No. He was a cop. I can't remember what movie it was now, but he was a
On
cop,
IMDb, look it up.
and he looks exactly like Daryl in it. Like, he's got the same hair, and I was like, damn, who does he think he is? Nicolas Cage or fucking, you know what I mean? Like, you look exactly the same. What the fuck is Daryl Dixon's name?
Was it called
Norman
Reedus.
Hell of a Boss
Jinx, you want me to Coke?
Let me try to see what fucking movie it was.
or Air?
Oh, it was an American
Everybody.
Gangster. I was watching American Gangster. And he looks exactly the same as he does in The Walking Dead. And that was 2007. But Norman Reedus was in Charmed. I don't remember
Yes, he
those
was.
episodes.
I like Norman
Probably-
Reedus. I'd love to see him play Ghost Rider in the MCU, but
Mm.
just the Walking Dead stuff has ran its course.
I think so too. It seems like it's kind of become repetitive.
I mean, if Kirkman was to announce like, "Oh, hey, I'm restarting The Walking Dead," I'd be the first one to be like, "Here, take my money, please, every month for a new issue of The Walking Dead." But the TV show, they ended it so different than the comic. And once Rick was gone and everything, it just was not the same anymore.
Once Coral died,
Whoa.
it just took a shit. It really did. So I take it nobody wants to see Steven as the Sentry.
I mean, I just really don't even care.
I mean, comparing him to the comic, no.
Wow.
But I mean, if they do something different with him,
It's just funny watching the little boxes and watching Sticks crack up and Sam's just disdain.
I know Sam just has that soured face.
oh, not Pingu again.
It's almost as sour as it's when we do this.
But all right, moving on. Javier Bardem eyed to play major villain in the Fantastic Four reboot. Per industry insider Jeff Snyder on the Snyder, Marvel is high on Bardem to play the main baddie in Fantastic Four Galactus. If agreed, Bardem would portray the notorious cosmic entity from the comics. Galactus is known for eating planets at will to sustain his life force, empowering heralds like the Silver Surfer to scout suitable worlds for him to devour. What in the buttered sausage? Why is it in my face? Get it out of my face.
I wonder if it
Buttered
was
sausage.
I think it's about this.
Buttered sausage.
But
Javier Bardem as Galactus. Buying, selling, again. Another rather big
Indifferent.
name.
I
I'm
mean,
indifferent. I mean, Galactus doesn't have any lines, so you know.
so here you go.
Nah, see, you should have prefaced it like this.
Oh my god.
Sorry, wrong one.
Guess what, motherfucker?
Guess what?
And then played the laugh.
God, I hope someone really reached out to you. That'll be awesome.
It was
love
probably
it.
you.
I did.
You're like, Brian, I'm playing your laugh.
Brian, they're on Renovision. They're playing you laughing. Yep. Snake. Snake. Where's the snake? Where's the snake? But I mean, if it looks like him as Galactus, then no. But if Galactus looks like Galactus, then who fucking cares who plays him?
That's what I'm saying. Galactus has no lines.
Oh, I'm sure he'll have lines. He'll have lines if he's going to be in the
Feed
MCU.
me.
Yeah.
Feed me, Seymour. But
You'll have him giving marching orders to Silver Surfer and all of his other heralds.
it'll be him like how what's his name does Groot. It'll just be him going,
Vin Diesel, I am Groot.
I am
I am
hungry.
Galactus. Hungry, feed me more. It'll just be feed me and him going like this. Feed me.
Chicky nuggies.
As long as
Sticking on.
what they should do is have him do this the whole movie. That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Reed Richards 420 says Galactus Latin voice.
That'd be cool too. All right.
Well, sticking with Marvel riding that hype train, recent reports from film journalist Jeff Snyder on his website, The Insider, again, discussed what he had heard to be the final casting for Fantastic Four. Snyder shed some light on the casting process of the film, which has been drawn out and extensive, at least by Marvel standards. Adam Driver and Jake Gyllenhaal were both reportedly offered roles and passed on the project. And Snyder also revealed the two other names that were in the mix. Jamie Dornan, 50 Shades of Grey, and Christopher Abbott, Poor Things. Those two actors reportedly got so far along into the audition process that they screen tested for the role, but the studio appears to have gone with another option. Snyder goes in to state that the final casting for the film will be the following. Pedro Pasqual, which we all just heard, will play Mr. Fantastic, a.k.a. Reed Richards, while Vanessa Kirby will play Sue Storm. Joseph Quinn, who was Eddie in Stranger Things, will be Johnny Storm, a.k.a. the Human Torch. And then Ebon Moth Bertrach as Bren Grimm, a.k.a. the Thing.
From the Bear.
From the Bear. So again, it looks like Marvel is betting big on getting some big faces in these roles to get you to come to the movies.
Is Eddie really that big of a face, or do you put him in the same boat as dude from Walking Dead?
He's smaller than Walking Dead.
Yeah, I would say he's. But he does have a lot of hype around him, though. From
I was
last
just making
season of
sure.
Stranger.
I was just making sure it met Sam's standard.
Like Eddie blew up. Like the love for that character blew up at the second half of Stranger Things. Like once he's on top of that trailer, jamming out to Master of Puppets, it blew up. That So
I hope he does that in a Fantastic Four too.
Absolutely.
But he should play a different Metallica song.
Fade to Black.
No. He should play From Whom the Bell Tolls. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, as Galactus is devouring worlds, you just stand there playing For Whom the Bell Tolls.
That'd be awesome. Says the Fantastic Four cast seems old.
If we're going this way, and this is what confused me, if we're going the route to get Pedro Pasquale, why not just go with what's his name from The Office already?
Yeah, he could play one.
Like,
that'd be cool.
Why not just go with Jim from The Office? What the fuck's his name?
Jim or Dwight?
No, the dude who played him in John Krasinski.
John Krasinski, yeah.
Just keep John Krasinski as Reed Richards, like the fans want, and go from there. Why are you going to go reach for Pedro Pascal just because, again, he has a lot of success with The Last of Us and The Mandalorian. Disney already has really like you hear all the shit about him on The Mandalorian saying he doesn't want to be in the suit, he doesn't want to do this, he doesn't want to do that, he's going to leave. Well, you heard the back and forth about The Mandalorian, so why would you want to work with him again? I guess maybe just because he's already in-house at Disney and they know what they're going to get, or what? Just
that's part of it, I'm sure.
Stay with Krasinski, man. Stay with what people want.
Yeah. Give the people what they want.
That's what I was about to say. Give the fucking people what they want. I was going to say what Sam just said.
Learn from Sonic the Hedgehog, man. When the fans are like, hey, we don't like this, and then you fix it, and they come out in droves to support you. A lot of fans are saying, hey, Marvel, we don't like this.
Hey,
go
Marvel.
back to what you used to do.
Yeah.
Go back.
you think having the X-Men and the Fantastic Four is what's going to put people back in the seats because it's something that's more familiar?
I think it will, only because people are going to want to come see what they do differently.
I want to see the Mandalorian.
But I don't know if Pedro Pasquale is enough to as Reed Richards is enough to put butts in seats. Yeah, like Cosmic One said, stick with the winning horse.
Yeah.
Like you brought him in Krasinski in long enough to get basically turned into spaghetti.
Yeah, ribboned.
When fans were clamoring for him and his wife to be Reed and Sue.
Mm-hmm.
So Terry says,
I'm trying to make the same face as Sam.
yeah, all those are poor casting choices in my opinion, but I also was wrong about Heath Ledger. Yeah, but how many times in a bottle,
Buffy
man?
says, I would just pay to watch Vanessa Kirby just stand there for 2 hours.
I don't know.
For Heath Ledger, and for Heath Ledger, sometimes the long shot does come in first, so
We'll see.
but not all the time.
The dude from The Bear, they had been talking about him being part of Fantastic Four for a while, though. I know, he does, doesn't he, AOA? Why are you sad, Sam?
I'm not sad.
Oh, you could hear it in his voice.
I know.
He had the tremble. When I'm sad. Dare you, Sticks.
It's the greatest thing.
Tell me you've watched Pingu before.
Nope, never.
No, you've never. Oh my god, you gotta watch his cartoons. They'll leave you in stitches.
What's wrong, Sammy?
There's nothing wrong.
I think Joseph Quinn will do a good job as Johnny Storm, though. I think he's kind of got the quip for it, and the attitude as Eddie will transition well to Johnny Storm.
You think so?
I think so, yeah. Better than Zac Efron.
You're going on just how he played Eddie from the
because I mean,
Stranger Things.
It's a pretty similar personality to how Johnny Storm is portrayed. So I don't know. I feel like he could do cocky and brash, but I'm not as familiar with the dude from The Bear because I've only watched like 4 episodes of The Bear. Found it kind of hard to get into.
What else? Like I don't know.
Swagger.
It's just hard to tell how he would play it just from him playing Eddie on the Stranger Things. He played Master of Puppets.
Does someone have ED?
I don't know what that means.
Erectile dysfunction.
Yeah, what is he referring to?
Sam.
Sad.
Oh, we know Sam does it.
No, he's a football team of kids. But
yes, but once you see that fire guitar, telling you, once he starts playing one, it'll be over. I'll be sold. Fantastic Four, the next Guardians of the Galaxy energy for the MCU. Hopefully.
No, they're putting a lot of eggs in a basket in this movie. I really think that they are hoping that Deadpool 3, Fantastic Four, and X-Men, whenever that gets announced, really revitalizes and rejuvenates the MCU. So
Terry says, one of the problems is you don't want one of the actors to outshine the others. A lot of that time that leads to bad scripts, aka Mystique. an X-Men apocalypse.
Great point.
Cosmic One says Fantastic Four and X-Men will save Marvel.
I'm thinking that too.
I don't know. It's tough.
Because they have skewed the MCU has skewed a little bit, and I think this might be what puts it back on track. And anything with the Mandalorian in it, I mean, it's going to be good.
Yeah, just like Wonder Woman 84.
Ooh,
Was he in that?
Point Sam. Yeah, he was a bad guy in Wonder Woman 84.
Oh, fuck, I didn't even realize that. Never mind, I take my comment back.
Sticking with Marvel, though, Marvel Studios are reported abandoning Jonathan Majors' Kang storyline. Per Forbes, Joanna Robinson, author of MCU, The Reign of Marvel Studios, appeared on the House of Our Ringer podcast, where she dropped a potential bombshell regarding Marvel's future. According to Robinson, the studio is dropping Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania screenwriter Jeff Loveness from writing duties on Avengers: The Kang Dynasty, and in turn steering away from Kang the Conqueror as the main antagonist of the multiverse saga. I heard from someone recently, the screenwriter Jeff Loveness, who wrote Quantumania, was supposed to write the Kang Dynasty. Anyways, it's confirmed. I had it confirmed to me. He's no longer working for Marvel, Robertson said. I asked the person why, and they said the reason why is he was all wrapped up in the Kang storyline, and they are likely to be moving away from that storyline.
Good. Well, it could be worse than DC. Marvel can put out horrible movies and we just go to see how bad it is. Is that kind of what people are doing now? Like with the Marvels? Did you like the Marvels?
I didn't see the Marvels.
I thought the Marvels was only okay.
That's how you know it's not a movie we're seeing if Sam didn't go see it. But Sam's kind of like Matt. He's a movie guy. You go see movies. What made you not want to see the Marvels?
Well, I am a lot pickier now because my dollars don't go as far as they used to. So it has to be a good movie to get me in the seat at the theater.
One of the things about the Marvels that I noticed was I didn't see a lot of advertising for it like they do with other Marvel movies.
Well, a lot of it was during the actors strike and writers strike, so they weren't allowed to do press for it.
Yeah, but I mean, like the only, how a lot of, like, you'll see a Nissan commercial that says, and go see, I only seen one commercial, and I can't even remember what brand it was that said, go see the Marvels. I can't even remember what the product was, but it was like a product I had never seen before, and it said, go see the Marvels.
Like they're putting it across comics now, like right across the top of it. The Marvels now playing in theaters, like.
But they didn't, like, you don't see it attached to like Taco Bell commercials or, you know what I mean, like they do for other Marvel movies. I can't remember what it was. It was like Good Orange or some weird thing that I never heard of that at the end it says, go see the Marvels.
Was it Orange Julius?
Yeah, it was for Orange Julius.
I didn't mind the Marvels. Like, I thought it was okay. It feels like there's a movie missing in it. And I thought
there's a movie missing.
So
there's a movie missing in the movie.
Yes, because they have a scene, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it yet. They have a scene where basically the whole premise is like she's responsible for destroying the Kree homeworld, and she pretty much agrees to save it and then doesn't. So they show her killing the Kree supercomputer in like a flashback. So it feels like there's like this whole movie that was supposed to be in there that isn't there.
Yeah, like the plot to Captain Marvel 2.
Yeah. Like there should have been a Captain Marvel 2 before the Marvels. Like the Marvels should be technically Captain Marvel 3, not 2. So there's like a whole storyline there missing. And the actress who plays Miss Marvel far outshines Brie Larson when Brie Larson's supposed to be your top biller.
Who has the flashback? Is it Brie or is it one of the Kree characters?
Who's actually your mom?
It's Bazinga. I believe it's their kind of do. I want to say it's the movie where Bree and Monica put on, I think they're scroll torture devices or Cree torture something, where it pulls your memories out and makes you replay your memories, and
Okay.
it kind of shows it in that.
Okay.
So,
Well, the reason I ask is if it's one of the characters, aren't the Kree kind of from an alternate universe? From what I understand from the trailer, because I haven't seen the movie.
no, and my problem with it too is like it kind of negates, in my opinion, it negates everything you just watched with Secret Invasion, because it's like the Kree are going to different worlds to steal resources they need to reignite their planet. So like their sun is dying, so they try to go to, they come to Earth to try and steal our sun, and they go to where the scrolls are now for another resource, and so they call upon Valkyrie to move the scrolls from that planet to New Asgard. So it's like, why are you moving? Why did we have Secret Invasion where it was like, oh, well, we want to take over the Earth. The scrolls have nowhere to live, so they want to take over the Earth. And then you go to to the Marvels, and they're like, oh, well, we're just going to transfer the scrolls to New Asgard, which is on Earth. So it's like, why did we have that whole conflict just for them to still be brought to Earth? So it just kind of, I don't know. It didn't fit for me. And then they go to this whole singing planet where they turn Captain Marvel into a Disney princess, and it's
What? Really?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
A Disney princess?
pretty much, yeah.
No way.
Does she have puffy sleeves?
She even like transforms, and she has like this dress, like ball gown on with the Captain Marvel symbol on the chest, and it's
No way.
I'd rather see her as a Super Saiyan.
I don't know. I just I thought it was a movie. It was okay. It was, me and my wife went and saw it on our anniversary. She really wanted to see it. I didn't care to see it, so I went with her.
Definitely one of the movies of the year.
Yeah.
It was definitely a movie this year.
Yep.
Okay. Fair enough.
I wouldn't. I don't know. I know Lopez loved it because he talked to me about it, and a lot of people I've talked to have liked it. I've also had a lot of people that are kind of with me in the same boat as me, where they're like, it was okay. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great either.
Yeah, but Lopez has a picture of her above his bed, so
it just felt like it was very rushed. It really kind of felt like Monica had almost no reason to be there at some points, other than the post-credit scene. I think people are allowing the hype around the post-credit scene to really sway their judgment. On
what was the post-credit scheme?
So the post-credit scene, again, spoilers, is Monica gets zapped into a different dimension. And when she wakes up, her mom is there, but she doesn't know who Monica is. And then you see Beast played by Kelsey Grammer. And so she's zapped into the X2 universe.
Cool.
So and then they also tease the Young Avengers. There's a scene where Miss Marvel is talking to Kate Bishop, and she's like, we need to put together a team, and we got me, you, and we can go get Ant-Man's daughter. So they start to form the Young Avengers. Hey,
Young Avengers or the new West Coast Avengers?
Super chat, shout out to Kyle. Great show, guys. The big $2 dono.
Shout out. Good job, Kyle. Thanks for supporting the
Thanks
show.
for stepping in, Kyle. Glad to have you here.
The X-Men one, the Beast one, really, I think, is what gets.
I did. Just doing my part, AOA.
But the Jonathan Majors thing is interesting. Like, you would think that, back to this, you would think that Marvel wouldn't be so hasty, especially with what they went through with James Gunn. So if he goes through his due process and is found innocent, then they just pulled their entire plan for what?
Well, I mean,
But
it's more than just is he innocent of wrongdoing. It's is he available for filming? And he's tied up. He's going to be tied up in 2 different lawsuits now. Right. There's the criminal lawsuit against him, and he's also filed a civil lawsuit against the lady who pressed charges against him.
Mhm.
So he's got a lot going on. And is that something that is going to interfere with the filming?
Yeah. But I mean, they could do it. Like you could, just because you see a stadium full of Kangs at the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, doesn't mean they can't change Kang's look and get a different actor in that role. But it definitely feels like since they lost their director, because the director of Shang-Chi was supposed to be directing this and he bailed to go work on Shang-Chi 2 and other stuff. And now the writer's getting fired. It just kind of feels like this is maybe Loki. The end of Loki season 2 was the definitive end of this multiverse saga, and they're going to move on. Or, well, I shouldn't say that. It would be the end of the Kang stuff, and they're going to move on and focus more on Secret Wars.
do you think they reshot the ending of Loki?
No.
You think they had that at their ending the whole time?
I think the ending of Loki is a misdirect, honestly. Because, the dude who plays Loki is going around saying, oh, well, I'm done. But he becomes the god of stories Loki at the end of season 2 of Loki. And they've already confirmed that he's going to have another meeting with Thor. So I think it's a misdirect to say, well, this version of Loki as the god of mischief is done. And now I'm going to be playing a different version of Loki and the god of stories. So it's kind of like just that misdirect to get people thrown off. So when they're like, oh, Loki's back, you get all excited about it. But I don't think the ending of Loki was reshot, though.
No. It gave me
because if they would have reshot it, they would have probably taken all the Kang stuff out of it that was in it.
No, because that's a lot to reshoot. Then, if you just rework the end where he's worked out of the storyline completely, then you don't have to worry about reshooting the whole embodiment of the show.
True that.
Kyle, I never mind. I'll talk to you about it later.
Oh shit.
But I don't know. To me, I don't care about the Kang stuff as much, so I'm just kind of like, give me that Secret Wars. Give me that Secret Wars goodness. And especially if what the rumors about Deadpool leading into Secret Wars is, then I'm super hyped for that. But regardless, he is innocent until proven guilty. I learned a long time ago not to judge before a story is told. It isn't even over until the fat lady is finished singing.
True. They need to stop doing the court of public opinion and, you know what I mean, cutting people out before it's too, early.
Yeah, it's like the court of instant public opinion, instant reaction public opinion.
Reactionary.
Knee jerk.
So.
But you had mentioned earlier about James Gunn. I mean, Disney might look at the James Gunn situation and say, "Well, we still got our movie out of the deal, even though we kind of canceled them out." So it kind of worked out in the end for us. But
well, and now what's interesting is you kind of have like Marvel Studios pointing fingers at Disney, and Disney pointing fingers at Marvel Studios, because it came out where like Marvel Studios insiders are like, well, Disney is pushing us. They pushed us to release Phase 6 information before we were ready to. And they demanded we release Phase 6 information before we were ready to. And now all that Phase 6 stuff is getting readjusted, because what are they going to do with, what are they going to do with this movie, which was supposed to be Phase 6? And then what are they going to do with Secret Wars? And what movies are going to be in between
Phase
that?
7.
Yep. Right? But still sticking this Fantastic Four, Mads Mikkelsen reportedly being considered for Doctor Doom. Mads Mikkelsen was reportedly up for a role of Doctor Doom in Marvel Studios' Fantastic Four reboot, according to scooper John Campea. Per One Take News, Mikkelsen is one of the actors Marvel Studios considering for Doctor Doom. What Campea's source confirmed to me is Marvel has talked to Mads Mikkelsen about Doom. Campea said, "Not now. To be clear, I'm sure they talked to a dozen of people. They did not tell me Mads Mikkelsen has been cast as Doom, not at all. But they were able to confirm to me that Mads is one of the people they talked to for Doom. I think he'd be an awesome Doctor Doom. Him and the dude from Oppenheimer.
Who the fuck is
the
that
guy who
guy?
played Oppenheimer?
What's this?
Cillian
dude
Murphy.
in?
Mads Mikkelsen. He's
Yeah.
in Casino Royale.
Never seen it.
He was in Hannibal.
Never
It
seen
was
it.
Rogue One.
Yeah, Rogue One.
Who was he in that?
He was the dad.
Director Krennic.
He was in
No.
Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
Was he in that?
He was in the original Doctor Strange.
Yeah, he was Caecilius.
I'm not good
He was
with
in
actors.
He was in Cars.
I'm not good with actors.
He was in Doctor Strange, wasn't he? Yeah.
I mean, you never saw the multi-award winning movie Dust Bunny?
Yes!
That's where I know him from.
He was in Austin Powers.
Yeah, Powers.
He was in Austin Powers?
Who was he in Austin Powers?
Yeah, who was in Austin Powers?
Was he the Lucky Charms guy? They're always
Was he
after me,
Odd
Lucky
Job?
Charms.
Let's see.
Yes, he was in Hannibal.
He was in a shitload of movies I've never seen.
The guy with the
The
patch.
guy with the patch. He wasn't number 2.
No.
No, that
No.
That was either Rob Lowe or that other guy.
Yeah.
Wasn't him.
Oh, I've seen Men in Chicken.
Men
Just joking.
in Chicken.
Yeah, that's what he was in Men and Chicken.
I see that every time I go through the Popeyes drive-thru.
I hate our Popeyes.
I hate our Popeyes too because they're always out of everything.
Or,
Sorry.
okay, Raising Cane's.
We're out of
I
chicken. The fuck
If
you mean
we
you're out
had
of
a Raising
chicken?
Cane's up here, oh my god, that'd be the best. But no,
It
we
is
have
the
a
best.
crappy Popeyes.
He is not in Men in Tights.
He's not in Men in Tights. Get real.
he was in Move On.
He was in Full House.
He was in A
He was in
Royal
Full
Affair.
Warehouse.
Yeah, he's in a shitload of movies that I've never seen. Fuck him.
A lot of them are probably foreign films because he's from
Foreign films are stupid.
the Scandinavian area.
Wasn't he in Mona Lisa's Smile?
No.
Are we just making up movies that we're just trying to place? He was in Shanghai Noon.
Now we're just
think
going to put him in movies.
I think he was in The Matrix.
I think he played one of the Chinese guys from Shanghai Noon.
I don't see it on here.
I think he plays Dominic Toretto in Fast and the Furious.
I think he does too. He's gonna be. He was the one on the bicycle
Yeah.
when they'd go the Fast and Furious 1840.
You know what you guys might have seen him in? Did you guys see the latest Sonic the Hedgehog movie?
Yeah.
He played Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that
He was in
so
Secrets
well-
of Dumbledore.
what, mask his voice to sound like Ben Shapiro.
It's not Ben Shapiro.
He was in Indiana Jones.
It's John Ralphio. John Ralphio was Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah. Ben Schwartz.
Ben Schwartz.
Whatever.
May the Schwartz be with you.
Yep. All right, that does it for news. So now we will turn it over to Sad Sam, and hopefully he becomes Happy Sam as he tells us about all the big news in anime. Watch your ears. He wasn't on Golden Pond, and he also plays Kyle in Hide Behind My Curtains.
He was Blaze in Dodgeball and Underdog Story.
Are you sure he wasn't Laser and Taser?
Blaze. Blazer. Laser. Glazer. All right, let's hit it. Guess what? John Wick is too big to contain in live action. Director Chad Stahelski plans to add a Japanese anime to the John Wick franchise. In a preview for an upcoming episode of the podcast, The Discourse, director Chad Stahelski revealed a Japanese anime project in the John Wick franchise. According to The Playlist, the podcast referenced, I can't read when you put the card up there. The podcast referenced the franchise's recent prequel television series, The Continental, when Stahelski said there would be a second television series as well as an anime. So look forward to John Wick and some cel-shaded, high-quality anime coming at you in 2D.
Do you think that means his kills will be even sicker?
Oh, dude, there's going to be so much blood. They won't even have to pause to line up the stuntman again.
Rudy.
Keep it coming. Next up, another big-time franchise also getting anime adaptation. Netflix has dropped the first teaser for the eagerly anticipated production IG-produced Terminator, the anime series. The synopsis for production IG's Terminator anime series reads, 2002, a future war has raged for decades between the few human survivors and an endless army of machines. 1997, see, that doesn't even make sense. It's not 2002. It's got to be 2020, right? 1997, the AI known as Skynet gained self-awareness because that's only a 5-year difference. That can't be right.
Well,
We'll have to fact check CBR on their time frame. Anyway, the AI known as Skynet gained self-awareness and began a war against humanity. Caught between the future and this past is a soldier sent back in time to change the fate of humanity. She arrives in 97 to protect a scientist named Malcolm Lee, who works to launch a new AI system designed to compete with Skynet's impending attack on humanity. As Malcolm navigates the moral complexities of his creation, he is hunted by an unrelenting assassin from the future, which forever alters the fate of his 3 children. So taking it out of the U.S., I think putting it into Japan or some other Asian locale to bring it that anime flavor. So it's totally different characters in a totally different location.
Nice.
So yeah, it's 2029. Isn't that the original timeline for the Terminator? Isn't that when the Terminator is sent back to 1984?
That sounds a lot more correct.
Oh,
but certainly 5 years is not a future war raging for decades from 97.
Right. Skynet became sentient real fast.
Right?
Yeah. We crammed decades of war into 5 years. That's how good we are. That's how powerful that AI is.
It's taking over.
And then next up on the news,
Platoon on repeat, and you just straight up went crazy.
a lot of times you head out to the store, and the only place you can really pick up a good chunk of Manga volumes is at Barnes and Noble
That'd be
or on
badass.
Amazon.
Terminator versus Jurassic Park.
Crunchyroll is teaming with Walmart to launch an in-store fan shop. Crunchyroll is collaborating with Walmart to create a line of fan shops featuring merchandise for several iconic anime franchises, including One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, My Hero Academia, Dragon Ball Z, Jujutsu Kaisen, a whole bunch of others. According to Crunchyroll Senior Vice President Global Commerce Mitchell Berger, the goal of this new partnership is to make anime more accessible to the public, inviting audiences to explore the dynamic and exciting world of Japanese anime. This launch reinforces our commitment to spreading the love of anime to an even wider audience, and we can't wait to see the joy it brings to fans this holiday season. So, what does this mean? It means when you go to Walmart, you'll be able to find even more nerd stuff. They do have a limited selection of manga volumes already. And they're cheaper than they are at Barnes and Noble, which I appreciate. But now their selection should expand and plus include other merchandise like clothes and collectibles. So look forward to that. And then finally, in the manga spotlight, this was an interesting development in One Piece this week for all you manga collectors. This might be a magazine to get. If you look at in the top left corner in the green highlight,
It's Eddie.
It's Brooke from the Straw Hat Crew busting out a solo using electric eel to power his guitar. But on his pant leg, it is a message from the author, and it says, "I didn't finish the art in time, Oda." And what the frames I've put in here, or the panels I've put in here, display are some of the unfinished panels from this week's manga. This has never happened. This is chapter 1098. So in almost 1,100 chapters, this has never happened before. In fact, it is over 1,100 chapters because there's some bonus chapters. This may never happen again. So if you are out there to collect rare bits of manga or rare bits of pop culture, this is one to get, because what will happen is when this chapter gets produced in the regular volume, it will be finished. It will be polished. You won't see the artist's guidelines still in the frame, still in the panel. They'll be cleaned up. So this is something that you can only get from the weekly magazine. And if you don't go out and get it, it's going to be scooped up. So
did you get it, Sam?
Well, no, I don't subscribe to the magazine anymore, but this would be one that I would pick up because it's going to be a rare find.
You heard it. This is the one to get. This is going to be the one worth grading.
Yeah.
The unfinished panels version.
That's right.
And
it also happens to be one of the saddest chapters ever of One Piece. I think the reason he didn't finish it in time is because he was too busy wiping up his tears from the saddest chapter he's ever created.
Harry Carey.
Harry Carey, isn't that the guy who does the Cubs? Who used to do the Cubs?
Yeah.
Announcing?
Look at that guy over there. Jimmy.
Harry Carey.
If the moon was made of cheese, I'd eat it.
Yeah. Wash it down with an ice cold Budweiser.
That dude was smashed while he used to fucking talk.
Anyway, that's it for this weekend. Manga and anime. Big news.
Nice.
Rolling into dodgeball. Do we have dodgeball highlights?
We have flag football highlight. We did film at dodgeball, by the way, but it didn't turn out very well. All right, so it makes me really proud. This kid who catches this ball right here, he's about 4'10" in height, and he was guarded by a kid who's 15 years old. He's 13, and he's been playing with me for almost 2 years, and never has caught a ball in a game. And he just caught like a 30-yard pass for a touchdown over coverage from their best player for the first time ever. So Braden is having a dream season, and here's his first ever touchdown. You guys get to witness it right here. And this will launch him into professional football success because of this moment. And you guys get to see it firsthand.
That's the quarter. Who's the quarterback?
Quarterback is Kaysen O'Brien.
Because he dropped right in there. That's a dime. Just right over the top of the defender, right into the basket.
It is a great pass. It is a great pass and a great reception all around. A great touchdown.
I'm waiting for someone to
Very happy with my Chiefs performance this week.
only a matter of
Sam.
time.
All right, and now we're gonna go on to best and worst covers of the week. All right. Starting off, we have the sensational She-Hulk #2,
Sensational.
Roy Bonnie Heritage cover.
I went to look at best and worst covers for this week, and there wasn't a lot of books that came out. There was a lot of covers that came out for books, but there wasn't a shit because I think it's Thanksgiving week. And as I was going through them, I was like, "Fuck, man! I already put them all up."
Yeah,
So,
that dude.
you have to be a member to unlock member perks.
Is that El Bundy?
Yes.
El Bundy with Pegasus She-Hulk.
He's got a very southwestern flair with that bow tie.
You got to hit the super chat button,
Yes, he does.
Ronnie.
Look at Kyle soliciting super chats from people all of a sudden. You gotta hit the super chat button.
Well, that's where you get the unlock membership. That's where that stuff is.
But just the terrible face to the all around just bad art.
Yeah, that's not good.
Look how jacked his bicep is.
It's veiny. Very veiny.
That's what she said.
I could see that art like on like an adventures cover, like one of the ones that go on the kids rack.
Yeah.
That's fine for
I
that.
can see that cover
But-
fucking nowhere. And look at
No,
that. Is that a penis outline right there below his belt?
It sure looks like it.
He's
Yeah.
Looks like he's
that's
at
a
about
superpower
6
right
and She-Hulk's gonna make him go to midnight. Well, you guys, that's still better than Liefeld.
Walk of shame powers activate.
It's so fucking funny.
Up next, we have Superman 8. The John Geigen or Gein
John Yang.
Jang, thank you, cardstock cover. This is a hot pile of dog shit.
Holy cow, Superman looks emaciated.
He does.
Somebody get that man a sandwich.
Right?
Holy
Get that
shit.
motherfucker a
That's
hamburger.
And there's like no distinction from his chest down to his abs.
Thank you for trying, Ronnie.
Yeah, Kyle technically isn't in the chat, so you can't give him a membership.
What?
Yeah, that's how that works. You have to be in the chat.
Womp womp womp.
Womp, womp, womp. Look at that.
He looks like a raisin. I'm here.
Yeah, but you're on the main Premiere deck. If you open up a separate, one and put your on your YouTube like that.
Yeah,
Like that one.
I like his pompadour though. He's got his little greaser haircut.
Yeah, it's got that.
His face looks like he's melting into his
Travolta.
neck.
cape looks
That's
like
awful.
a Dracula cape. Doesn't even look like a cape for Superman.
Lopez looks like that Superman now.
That is exactly how Lopez looks.
Oh.
Looks like Paulie D. Comic Chef says, looks like Paulie D.
He's coming out of the club.
I agree with that.
Up next, we
back
have
cover.
Star Wars Hyperspace Stories 11, the Nord cover. What is this Yoda?
What is shooting out of his dick?
Why is Mace Windu's one arm just perfect and the other one has just got a strong hand? Like we know which hand Mace Windu uses a lot.
The crystal meth fortress of solitude.
Yikes on this Mace Windu Star Wars hyperspace stories.
It's the power of his force.
Yeah.
I see Schwartz is as big as mine. Oh shit. Yikes.
Poor Star Wars, man.
They've been coming out with a lot of shitty covers.
And what's that lightsaber hilt? Looks like it's photoshopped into his hand. Because look how like detailed that is. Like it's like like a photo of the actual one they sell at like Galaxy's Edge. And they just took it and just like photoshopped it into his hand. Compared to the rest of it.
Yoda
You
looks
get
like
these
Marco
into the comics now.
Little and greased up. Oh, Sam left.
Looks
Yoda
like
looks like the Karate Kid about to kick it for the win.
Sweep the knee, Yoda. Or sweep the leg. PK, this is the regular crew, liar.
Fucking liar, BK, you
Fucking
son of a bitch.
liar.
You fucking liar.
He flipped him off. Not enough chest hair. PK. All right.
Next up, we have Superman.
Woo!
Yeah.
We've talked about this cover before, haven't we?
Yeah, I think so. The lead
Holy
Warhammer
cow.
cardstock cover. It looks like Alec Baldwin is cosplaying Superman. Why is there another face in Superman's flabby body? Look, eyes, nose, mouth.
That's Jor-El
Yeah.
trying to get out.
And his
And why
face,
is he taking a picture with Natalie Portman?
his face is fucked up looking in that one. Like he got busted up Botox or something.
This
Or
is what
it's like
some say this is what Alec Baldwin was wearing on the set of Rust when he shot that one.
I think it's supposed to be like Times Square Superman or something like that. I don't know.
it's
That
the
Buffy
guy
guy said
that's
that's the
just
one
trying to
my
get
LCS
money.
set aside for me.
Yeah.
Clark is in the back. Maybe. I thought that was Jeff Goldblum.
Life finds a way.
Yeah. This looks like the chick who plays Phoebe in Friends. So it's like the chick who plays Phoebe in Friends along with Natalie Portman taking a picture with Alec Baldwin cosplaying as Superman. And the
like
Baldwin brother he ate in the womb is popping out of his stomach. Look at that fucking. I mean, he's packing a Campbell's soup can in those trunks too.
Lord BK,
It's
you're a
Ditty Moore,
phony,
damn it.
a big fat phony. You said they got fired. We can only be so lucky. They got rehired.
He's a big fat phony.
You fucking phony.
Yeah, I heard that behind the scenes, someone said, "Who gave Styx a show?" And then they came and gave us back a big contract to come back.
You're welcome.
He did that on purpose to get us rehired back.
Yeah.
No, Sticks.
Six is always a team player.
He did the
That's
helm
good
very
show.
well last week.
Yes, he did.
We appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
I did tune in. All right. Next, we've got.
So our best cover of the week, we have Immortal X-Men
You
17.
put that as the best cover of the week?
And one of them, yeah, I love that cover.
Whew.
You don't like that cover?
No.
I think that cover's sick.
No, it's
If it was darker colored, and I liked it a little more. I mean, it's not like it's not like them Superman covers, but
yeah, there's not enough contrast to it. To if there was more light.
Hey, look at the
shining
detail on
through-
that shirt.
Oh yeah, man! Look how much time you put into that wife beater.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Guess it's a slow week. It
It
is.
is.
There wasn't a lot of books this week. There really wasn't. That cover's trash.
I like it. Then we have Catwoman 59, the Toros Cons cardstock cover.
Yeah, that one's better. That one's definitely better. I like how the light, it's like morning light coming in. So it's, you can tell that there's a window there. The light's only shining on part of it. I like that. I like the shadowing. So, all right.
And then Darth Lopez, show yourself.
Hey, we told him he can come on. We told him he can come on. He's the one who chose not to.
Then we have the Green Lantern War Journals #3, the Raza cardstock cover. I like that cover too.
Definitely a slow week.
Then we have Nightwing 108. Mike Diodato Jr. Artist Spotlight cardstock cover.
He does rain a lot better than fucking JR does.
Look how fucking just
Dude,
muscular that Johnson is, dude.
packing
You can't
heat.
tell me.
He's
You
packing
can't
fucking
tell me
heat.
it's not a fucking wang outline right there. Like, good night. Dick
Oh,
is
after the
giving
belly
you a
button.
glimpse of the dick.
Dick went for the dick.
He's
That's
letting it
definitely
all
one
hang
worth
out.
getting, though.
his dick.
Dick is worth getting, Dick.
Getting deep all in the dick. Grayson. Then we have Hawk Girl 5. The Derek Chew cardstock cover. It was because of Thanksgiving. It is definitely
It's no athletics sport or Matt.
no, it is not. It is all natural. 100% him.
He's just happy to see the rain.
Yes, sir.
I'm only happy when it rains.
But
That was not bad.
and then we have Harley Quinn Black, White, and Redder #5, the Warren Lowe cover.
I do like that one.
Yeah, I like this one.
That's a good one.
Surprised she could carry that with one arm. Looks pretty heavy. She's only got her finger on the other side. So
What?
what?
I don't know if I understood that, but
That would make
Go
a
ahead.
sick tattoo.
Well, she's it looks heavy. The hammer looks heavy. She's only holding it with one hand, and she's using one super long index finger to keep it balanced.
To balance
Oh,
it, yeah.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
So, all right.
All right. So
All right,
that is
let's-
it.
Let's so we got 36 people in chat. Should we play the new and improved Dom game?
Sure. We can play the
Oh,
new and
the
improved
new-
Dom game.
Is it new down
Where's
game?
Sam? Sam needs to come back for the new and improved Dom game.
Yes, to make sure it meets his approval this week. I don't want to. I made it. I changed it up so much that I'm hoping that the rules don't get skewed this time.
Is there a rule slide this week?
I almost put a rule slide up. So what I did this week,
We're in trouble.
I was
Go ahead.
hoping Sam would show up. I was hoping this.
Okay.
So what I did this week was I put up. So there's. I don't remember how many I did. 7, I think. I did 7 again. But I'm going to put one photo up at a time, and they will guess. And then the next slide will be if it's yes or no. So all you got to do is yes or no.
So if they get it right,
If they
move
if
on
they
to the
get it
next one?
right, they move to the next one. If they get it wrong, the next
Okay.
person can guess.
like chain reaction. Okay, let's go.
So, who would like to nominate themselves to play the guess the IG post that Dom liked?
Oh shit.
He's been playing with me for years.
Pause.
I know nobody wants to play this time.
Come on, somebody play
I put a lot of work into this goddamn
the
Dom game
Dom
this
like
week.
the Instagram post. Come on, Lopez. All right, Lopez.
For Comic Jeopardy.
Yeah, Buff says I nominate Lopez.
Lopez
on,
can't put in
Lopez.
timeout.
Lopez was banned and their comments were removed.
Oh, why did it ban him? It should just put him in timeout.
No, he's banned.
Oh,
You put the
Lopez.
ban hammer on him. That means Pete has to go in and unban him.
Oh, Lopez, I'm sorry. I just thought I was putting you in timeout for 5 minutes
See if I can change it.
for your self-promotion.
I guess
Look at
nobody
Sticks. Sticks is like, we can't get admin access to the goddamn YouTube, but Sticks apparently has it.
What
This is
the
like,
fuck?
oh, let me see if I can change it. Pete doesn't trust us, Kyle.
I don't think so. I guess
Just
nobody
leave me-
wants to play, so I guess we'll just go to fucking outside looking in.
Just leave my second one in the back. That
Prison
didn't
is
sound
not a good place to be participating or to practicing your double down dogs position.
Sticks is in now.
Sticks is back. Why is Sticks in here twice?
good. I said leave that one in the back.
Easy peasy. Come on, guys.
Sounds like Cosmic wants to do it. Sam's back.
Sorry, I had to get some slivers out of my daughter's foot.
Ooh.
She stepped on a thorn at a friend's house today, and she came to me in tears.
All right. I did a new version of the Dom game, and we were waiting for you to come back to make sure that you approve this new version of the Dom game and that it's not convoluted. And so let's make sure this is Sam approved. So what I've done this week is I put up one picture. You tell me yes or no. I will then show another slide of that picture that indicates if it's yes or no that he liked it or didn't like it. And then we will move on to the next picture.
Double Sticks.
Does that meet the Sam standard of being able to play a game on SNS?
That does seem a lot clearer.
It was pretty fucking clear last time.
Sticks is nominating himself to play Double Sticks.
But nobody wants to play, so we're just going to move on to
I can't.
the outside looking in.
Sorry, Lopez, I can't do it for you.
I don't want to go inside Dom's head to figure out what he likes and don't. That place scares me. Come
All
on.
right, Cosmic. Thank you, Cosmic. I
There you go,
appreciate you
Cosmic.
taking one for the team. All right, let's get started. We have picture number 1. I even put on there, did Dom like this pick? Yes or no? Just in case they weren't clear when we talked about it, the instructions are also on the screen. So, did Dom like this pick? Yes or no?
Cosmic says no.
All right, show us the next slide.
Ronnie says no.
Roddy said no. Yes! Dom liked this picture.
Losers! You're losers.
AOA says yes. BK says no.
Losers. You suck. You suck at this game.
She must be a truck driver.
All right. Okay, Buffy, you're next. Ready? Did
Do I know
Dom
how I
like
know?
this picture? Yes or no?
It's Buffy's turn.
Yeah, he said I'll follow Cosmic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Just making sure it's Sam approved what I just did.
Buffy said no.
Buffy says no. All right. Did Dom like this pic? Yes, he
Yes,
did.
loser.
Da, 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 da. All right. Who wants to go? You guys are batting 1,000 here, aren't you? All right. Next we have, did Dom like this pic? Yes or no? To legs of the day. But she's blonde. I know.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe it's harder to pin down Dom's tastes and distastes.
Oh,
Than we
AOA
thought.
says no pink blonde. Ronnie says no. Comic says thumbs down. Okay,
BK says I'm next.
BK's next.
Lord of Brooklyn's going up against Goldberg. He's next.
Okay, BK. Did Dom like legs of the day's pick? Yes or no?
She's booby fat.
She's booby fat. Yes for adult star Barbie. Matt, did he like this pick? No,
No, he
No,
did not.
losers.
not.
Actually, we had some winners on this one.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that picked no. All right, next. Did Dom like this pick? Yes, it's a brunette too. So
I don't know if Dom did, but I certainly would. That's a great pick.
AOA crying. Oh.
Brew Lucas.
Okay, Ronnie, your turn. Did Dom like this pick?
Bru Lucas, São Paulo, Brazil.
AOA says. Buffy
Yes,
says
boobies.
absolutely. AOA says yes, boobies.
Ronnie
Comic
says
says
no.
yes. Rodney says no. Did Dom like this pick? Yes.
Yes,
Yes, he did.
winners,
Dom has a
winners.
You guys need to get in the head of Dom. All right, next.
You know what would be really funny is if we had like that software that shows where his eyes are like focusing on the screen.
Automatic zoom in.
So next we have
You just have
Marie.
one dot here and then like 1,000 right here.
We got
Yeah.
Marie Office Crush. Did Dom like this pick? BK says yes.
Is Dom into feet?
Probably more than Liefeld is.
Roddy loves this pick.
Ronnie's into feet.
AOA says no.
No to the barmaid.
Rodney says he loves this pick.
Too covered up.
Buffy says no. She's too covered up. Comic says no. Has to have a giggle fed. Tyler. Comic says no. All right. So, did he like this pick? Yes or no? Yes, he did.
Yeah. Oh, man, that was an easy one. Cosmic, you got it wrong. Loser. BK, loser.
All right. Next.
That one was like a gimme.
Did Dom like this pick?
I like you shaking it up, man. That's awesome. Shaking it up.
Schwarzenegger McFly.
Doc, we've got to get back to the future. 88 miles an hour.
That's
Don't
heavy.
call me a butthead.
Let's see. Cosmic says yes. Comic Chef says yes. Hi Nathan says no.
He's a brunette.
He's a brunette.
Yeah.
That's Dom's imaginary friend.
Doc, well, we're going to get 188 gigawatts. What is a gigawatt? I don't know a gigawatt.
Buffy Guy says yes.
1.21.
And the answer is yes. Yes, he did.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. That's Dom's imaginary friend. Get to the chopper. We're going 88 miles an hour back to the future.
And that was this week's Dom game.
Nice.
Hey,
Get to the
I like Mark 2. Mark 2 was really great, Kyle. That was really great.
All right.
Into the DeLorean.
So that'll lead us into the CBSI Hot 10 outside looking in. All right.
That opening looked like the flux capacitor.
Hold on.
I saw that Schwarzenegger pick and I was like, oh, dude, I got to do that one.
Hold on to your puffy vest. Says we've got a big list for you this week because apparently Pete decided to put 10 books on the outside looking in because he just couldn't make up his mind. So kicking us off, we have X-Force 46, the 1 in 25. The cover that we put on I kind of feel like Pete might just be trolling the best and worst covers of the week and picking our covers and putting them on the almost 10 or outside looking in because I believe this book was on.
Did you say almost 10?
I did. I slipped. This book was on our best and worst covers of the week. Not last week, but the week before.
You liked it and I did it.
I did. And I still do. Another 20 sales since last week. Average $50 with an auction ending high of 76 on 47 bids. This nearly repeated on the list, but so much news this week pushes this one to the outside looking in.
The super official CBSI.
Super official. Next up, we have Original Sin, The Amazing Spider-Man number 4. I believe this is the first Silk.
Yes.
Another near miss for the main list. There are about 25 sales this week for the first appearance of Silk. Raw's around $100, while 9.8 is about $200. 20 the week before, so a slight increase in volume with a tiny bump in price.
Damn, I had this book.
You sold this book?
I sold it when I sold a bunch of my Spider-Man books.
I think I have this, and it's signed by
Ramos.
Yeah.
I think we got to find it CCC.
Yeah.
I only found out recently that this book had a second printing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But Cindy Moon is blowing up lately.
I mean, that book's been like up and down and up and down.
Yeah, it's kind of been all over the place.
Yeah.
Blowing up that Burger King bathroom.
Right.
I mean, especially with the after credit scene in the Amazing Spider-Man or the Spider-Man 2 Sony PS5 game, and then the Madam Web trailer with Ezekiel. Cindy Moon stuff is blowing up. Up next, we have Deadpool 7 Slaughters 1 in 25. Pete says, "Oh my God, it's a Deadpool cover not done by." It's an Arthur Adams cover, not a Rob Liefeld. Only about half a dozen sales so far, averaging 30 to 35, highs of 62. Another Art Adams incentive starting to move above ratio upon release.
Pass. Oh, that's not worth $35 to me, or a high of 62.
Take note, Robbie L. That's how you draw Deadpool.
No feet.
No feet. And tinier pouches.
Yes. Small pouches really make it work. So, all right.
Yeah.
Then we have Deadpool Merc with a mouth number 7. Not a ton of volume, but prices slowly rising as Raws were 55 to 65 at the end of October and are now hitting $90. CGC 9.8s are about 325.
Damn. I think I have that one.
Zombie Deadpool's head, huh?
Yep. I like
It
it.
almost looks like Lady Deadpool has no costume on. She's body painted and there's a little nip.
That's the other part I liked about it.
Pete is breaking his own rules. He said no nips on Renovision, and that clearly is a nip.
Is that what she told you? Yes.
Up next, we have Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, number 1. James Gunn. All he has to do is send a tweet with 4 words in it, and things are going to go crazy. About a dozen sales so far in the $10 to $15 range with a high of $25 raw. TGC 9.8 hit 140. Multiple covers available on this one. Just not enough heat yet to make the list on this one following the announcement of a new writer on board.
I like that Buffy said his Liefeld's the one who's buying them up so we can burn them. That's a. I've never liked that. I don't like that cover.
It's all right.
It's meh.
Yeah.
It's definitely not worth a raw of $25.
No. 10
Maybe.
to 15, maybe.
Cover, maybe, but yeah.
Up next, we have Sandman 25. The first appearance of the Dead Boy Detectives hasn't moved the needle much following the news of a shift from Max to Netflix. Maybe after we see more of the project, but definitely not enough movement to make it this week, despite Raw's hitting 25 to 30 again on those few sales.
Where's Pete getting this list from?
I'm not excited about Dead Boy Detectives, even if it was on Max or Netflix. Like,
Yeah, I mean, maybe watch it, but not enough to run out and buy $30 raws of this book.
no.
Pete. All right.
Up next, we have Thor 411. Nothing can stop the Juggernaut. Marvel announces a new Night Thrasher mini coming next week. So folks are back to looking at his first appearance along with the new Warriors back in this classic Thor. Prices starting to pop up a bit as Raws were as cheap as $2 at auction 2 weeks ago and are now back to 20 on average with a high of 35.
Fuck.
Oh, brother.
Fuck.
They'll be back to $2 in a short time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They shouldn't even have moved from $2.
Should have went back to $1.
Yeah, right? Here.
Come on.
Just take this book. God damn it.
Take all 50 of them.
I've got 3 short boxes. Just fucking take them.
Lopez, if you're still watching, Pete is working on unbanning you. Marco said, good, leave him banned. And Pete has said, let me see what I can do.
Good, leave them banned. Oh, shit. All right.
Then we have the Deviant 1 in 100. On Monday, I thought this would be a lock for the main list. But only about 5 sales this week for this 1 in 100 high ratio incentive. And prices are only around ratio with an average sale of 100 to 125. Just not enough to make this week.
This looks just like the Terrifier 3 teaser trailer that came out this week.
It's a cool fucking cover.
Yes, it is.
I like it. Not $125 like it because I'm poor, but it's a cool fucking cover. If it drops down or I just stumble across it, fuck yeah, I'd buy the shit out of that book. But I mean, how many places ordered 100 of this book?
I know one of my LCSs did.
Did they?
Yeah.
Jeffrey said there's a version of this for sale for $50.
Oh shit, that's not bad. That's better.
I think he was selling one the other day for 40.
Even better. The Virgin?
The Virgin, yeah.
Virgins
That
are
was
awesome.
that was on Tuesday that he was selling it.
I like that cover though. Damn. Is that what is this thing next to his left hand?
That's the fur
Oh, of the suit. I got you.
in the
Okay.
suit.
It just looks weird.
It does
It's
look
the
weird. Looks like
cat-
another
it's the
arm
cat's
coming out of
tail
the
that
beard.
he's smuggling
Yeah.
in his jacket.
You don't see that squirrel right there?
He's smuggling a squirrel.
Damn squirrel
The
smugglers.
comic chef said that's pics I'm going to use for my kids on why we didn't get presents for Christmas.
That's a good idea.
Because Dad spent $125 on this comic.
Sorry, kids, no Christmas
I got a picture of Santa Claus coming down the chimney.
with an axe.
There he is. Oh, Dad.
You're like, but it's only $125. You still have more money in the budget. Well, I bought 10.
Yeah, about 10, yeah.
I bought because only 10
Story
stores
checks
ordered
out.
100 of these.
Or it's like, so you go to the bar on Christmas Eve and you get blackout drunk and stumble home and like fall and cut yourself, and then you're like, this is what came down the chimney with an axe, and I had to fight him off and couldn't get your Christmas presents, but Dad's all right. Up next, we have Star Wars Vision's Peach Momoko 1 in 100. Speaking of high ratio incentives, I thought might make the cut. Here's another miss. Only 3 pre-sales of this 100 to 125 range, followed by only 2 sales around 130 since release. Just not enough traction on this one to make the cut. This
Wow.
book had no words in it. Zero dialogue.
That's my kind of book.
I've got 4 words for you. Star Wars tentacle porn.
Hey now.
Yeah, I can definitely see the peach on that one.
Oh yeah, there's peaches all over this one,
Crazy cover.
and a little bit of cream.
Whoa, where did this show go?
Look at that. What does that look like?
It's like intestines.
The innuendos tonight. That looks like contestants.
It looks like
It
a
looks
balls.
like a lot of stuff going on here. A lot of Japanese tales.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got next for Pete?
Follow Marco of Dale to the Dark Side at IG, scraping the bottom of the barrel, AOA.
he's running out of people to promote.
He's promoting people who haven't even been in the chat.
Then we have, of course, the Century #1. News today that seemingly confirms Steven Yeun will play the Sentry in the Thunderbolts movie. Probably the worst kept secret in comics movie news. This rumor is not new, but in recent interviews, Robert Kirkman seems to confirm his Invincible lead has been fitted for another yellow and blue costume for the upcoming Marvel flick. This is already a pricey book, so not a ton of volume yet, but a few sales with this morning based on the recent news. Has this one on the watch list for next week.
Neat.
Nice.
And that is your outside looking in for this week. So go get on those books and see if they make the Hot 10 list next week.
Pass.
Then we'll move right along into first appearances this week. Word to your mother. All right. First appearance this week, we have Dawn of DC Outsiders #1. The first appearance of the drummer, a female version of the planetary. That's seen here. The first appearance of Third Man, a villain with a secret buried beneath the Antarctica.
Third Man.
Antarctic.
Third Man and the drummer.
Yep.
I hope the Outsiders next week comes out with the guitarist.
We are really struggling to name people in comics.
The bass player. Oh, nobody cares about that villain.
Yep. The alto.
I'm gonna butcher the shit out of this. The first appearance, and we have Black Panther. We have the first appearance of King
Metelli.
Telly?
Metelli, and then the first appearance of Kavama, an evil spirit. So this is, I guess, T'Challa's grandfather.
Kalima.
Oh,
Rum Shiva. Rum
whoop,
Shiva.
whoop.
Rum Shiva. Rum Shiva. Rum Shiva.
Here's a head scratcher this week. We have Ghost Rider, the first appearance of the Moonchild, the baby of Ghost Rider and Talia War.
The Moonchild.
Yeah. Ghost Rider and Moon Knight had a baby.
From they're fucking hippies.
They're doing what to hippies?
They're fucking hippies.
It's really weird. I don't think this character goes anywhere, but it's they fuck and then they both explode. Then he transforms into Ghost Rider and they both blow up into flames. And then once they're done, this is what's left over.
My girlfriend lives in Canada.
And then,
You're
of course,
all
we
right.
have Star Wars Visions,
You're
the
all right.
first appearance of Hancock. And
Of course, her name is
And what?
Hancock.
yeah,
Adcock.
a cult member who believes she is the successor to the legacy of the Sith.
The first
There you
appearance
go.
there of Adcock.
Hancock. So there you go. Get your Star Wars books,
Yeah,
Visions
yeah,
books, Vision
yeah.
Peach books. And then we're rolling into best sci-fi movies of all time.
Oh shit.
Hand it over to Kyle.
All right, so last week we did, I don't even remember what I did. Oh yeah, Inception versus Interstellar. And since this is what Matt and I did for make sure we got the polls up.
I didn't do fucking shit. I didn't rig shit. I didn't fucking do this. I'm not worried about it.
So since that was what we did last week, I picked Inception beat Interstellar.
Ooh.
So, and now I'm doing Inception versus Surrogates. That fucking movie Surrogates is so cool. What's me scowling at?
I'm still going Inception. Because it's a dream inside of a dream.
I know the whole premise of Surrogates is so cool. I thought everybody just lives in their houses and they go to work and shit through AI and everything. It's pretty awesome. He wakes up. He's the only person walking around. Pretty fucking cool.
That'd be sweet to be able to go to work through AI.
Fuck yeah. You just lay in a room with the fucking thing on your head and never have to leave. Oh my God.
You'd be so well rested.
I don't think I've ever even heard of that movie.
Surrogates?
Yeah. This is the
Oh,
first time ever hearing of it. I had no idea. That's what the scowling was. I was trying to figure out if I've ever even seen that movie before.
It's a pretty good fucking movie. After I picked that movie, I wanted to watch it, but it's like you have to pay to watch it. I'm like, fuck that. Pay
Oh,
to
like
watch it.
on demand or something?
Yeah, like on streaming services and everything. Yeah, like pass. But it's a good movie. Everyone should check it out. So hopefully this week, Matt and I will actually.
So he just watched Armageddon again.
One day, he's not going to die. I try every day, but every day he seems to die on that fucking asteroid. Surrogates is a Christmas classic, right next to Die Hard. Didn't we all just live through that with the pandemic?
Yep.
And it was fantastic.
But I still had to show up for work. I wish I could just go to work through AI.
Everybody has their own avatar, so you could look, I'd be all buff and shit.
Yeah. Like Ready Player One.
Yep, exactly. So, all right. That will be hopefully up. Hopefully Matt or I will remember to have Pete put that up for us.
All right. Next, we have a TV show showdown. So last week we had The Last of Us versus The Walking Dead. Like Kyle said, we didn't put polls up. So we're just going to move on. And this week we're doing Married with Children versus Modern Family.
Ooh.
Married with Children.
The Battle of Ed O'Neill.
Have you watched Married with Children lately? Have you gone back to actually watch that?
Yeah.
Do you think it aged well?
I think it's still funny.
Yeah, it's
That-
so funny. It didn't. Would that show work today? Probably not.
No.
I went over to my parents the other day and they're like, we just started watching this funny show. And I was like, what? They're like, we just stumbled across it. And they're like, Modern Family. It's like, what? Where the fuck have you been?
Only been 10 years.
Movies. I don't know. Modern Family is pretty fucking awesome. It's pretty funny.
I like Modern Family. I like Married with Children just a little bit more, I guess. Probably the nostalgia of it. Growing up with it.
And Kelly Bundy.
Yeah.
Old Kai wins here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Married with Children by a lot.
4 touchdowns to none.
Yeah. In a day and age where a shoe salesman can support a family of 4.
Let's not go that far. They were just skating by.
They're doing it though. You
Yeah.
couldn't do that now. So,
You know what's ironic about that is the guy who hosted us in Italy was a shoe salesman, and he was supporting his family of 3 on his shoe sales. It was like $2,500 a month. He was doing it.
damn, time to move to Italy.
Ain't no inflation.
No
But-
inflation in Italy.
All right, but make sure to head on over to the Renovision community tab and vote for
Hopefully.
the movies and
Hopefully.
the TV shows this week,
Maybe.
as we will hopefully get those up. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button to get us over that 3K views. We can start doing the 12 days of what's in Pete's sack.
You've been waiting to say that all episode, haven't you?
What's in Pete's sack?
Yeah.
No. Kind of popped in my head. But we already played what's the Dom game, so scroll through that. I'm gonna head on in to take a timey-wimey trip through the time tunnel with Sticks. I'm backing up those truckloads of T's and P's for her. But go ahead, Sticks.
And first off, I appreciate that Doctor Who reference that you did there.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
That I've been waiting all show to use. Just for you, Sticks.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, so time tunnel this week. Let's get right into it. For 1943, November release, Planet Comics from Fiction House, number 27. We've been talking about these kind of comics over on Get Off My Lawn the last couple weeks. So I thought I'd throw one in here. 42 graded on the CGC census. Highest is a 9.6 for that. I don't know how they got a 9.6, but God bless them. 9.2, 9.0. I mean, those high grades that's an old book to get those kind of high grades in. Lowest is a 1.8. I didn't realize they did 0.8.
I didn't
So,
either.
one ungraded sale in September for $358.51, and one 6.0 sale just earlier this month for $1,020. Up next is Little Dot number 2. Wait, didn't have Little Dot number 1. For some reason, a $10 sale went in there somewhere. And so I went over and I did Little Dot number 2 for 1953. 18 graded on the CGC sentence. Highest is a 9.0. Lowest at 2.0. There's 2 of those. for both of those. One ungraded sale of $95 in June of this year, and a 4.0 sale in August of $350. Up next for 1963, we've got Uncanny X-Men number 2, first appearance of the Vanisher. There are 2,836 of these on the census. Only 298s. Then you get down to the bottom there, 103 75s, 135 7.0s, 152 6.5s, 209 5.0s. That's the most on there for a grade. And the lowest is a 0.5. And there's 53 of those graded.
Damn, she has multiple sclerosis now?
Christine Applegate.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
She beat cancer to get multiple sclerosis. That's
Okay. I got to bounce. You guys have a great day.
Bye, Sam. Thanks for coming.
You don't have to. You want to.
Ungraded sales. The last ungraded sale was on the 14th. Was a $429 sale. Previous to that, 119, 210. There was a $557 sale late in October. It kind of jumps around. It looks like it keeps around 300. I would guess it'd be the average here, 3 something for ungraded. 4.0 sale. Last 4.0 sale in earlier this month for $432, and one in October for $552. 6.0 sale back in September, 1,300 even, and one in August for 1,200 even. Oops. And then the 8.0 sale, lone 8.0 sale of $3,850. 192 sale back in January of this year for $8,200, and 198 sale for $43,318 back in 2012. Up next, 1973 is The Shadow for DC Comics, first issue. There are 1,461 graded on the census for CGC. 176 9/8s, 274 9/6s, 250 9/4s. The lowest grade on that is a 2.5, and there are 2 of those. Ungraded sales, just this month, there was one for $12.81. Earlier, there was one for $22, and one for $3 even earlier, just the day before the $22 sale here this month. 4.0 sale of $11.50 back in August, and an 8.0 sale, one in, cover my page, there we go. One in September for $18.50, and one in August for $45. That was an 8.5 sale for that $45. 9.2 sales. There was one in May for $22 of this year, and one in April for $33. And 9.8 sales. There've been quite a few 9.8 sales. Last one was $125. Previous to that there was one for $230. $123, $180, and then there was a $22 sale one back in May, and then went back up.
Someone got a steal.
Yeah, someone got I don't know what's on there that didn't hit, but I don't know. Up next for 1983 is Marvel Tales #1, the first appearance of Spider-Ham, and a couple others, Hulk Bunny, Captain America, and the Goose Rider. and many others inside that book.
Goose Rider.
There are 1,629 total graded. 35 have signatures. 318 in a 9.8, 389 in a 9.6. And the lowest grade on one of these is a 0.5. Raw listings and raw sales, I should say, one this month for $16.50. We'll see. Is this the month? No, it must be the next one. $36.98 in September. One previous to that, $49. There's a $100 sale, a $210 sale, and another $200 sale in July. And I'll tell you why those 200 sales, because the one that happened in July was listed as a Canadian price variant. And then the subsequent two after that sold at the same price, even though they're not Canadian price variants. And then it went right back down to like 50 and then the 16. Where previously it was around 50 to 30 and $40 sales had been going on. Then that Canadian price variant jumped up to $200. And then the next two people said, "Oh, it's selling for $200. Everybody bid up to $200."
I'm sure somebody was big mad at that.
And then maybe I didn't even realize it was a Canadian price variant. Gotta know what you're buying, people.
Right?
Know what you got. AO sales, one in July, 82.49, and one in March, 39.99. 9.2 sales, June for 110. Another June for $75, $74.95, and one in March for $104.95. And a good plethora of 9.8 sales. Last one being $222.76 in October, and another October for $260. And then one not a couple months prior for $288 in August, $377 in August as well.
You
Pretty
missed a
healthy
good
book.
one, Tyson. You missed a real good Dom game.
All right. Up next for 1993 is Transformers Generation 2. I thought I'd pick on this one for the all the Transformer stuff going on from Skybound. So I was like, let's go back and look at this one. So first time I'm kind of putting two covers on here because I wanted to kind of point this out for people for this one. So the direct edition is the fold out cover where it folds out for Optimus Prime's face. And then the newsstand, it's not the gate, it's fold out. So it's just him. But the barcode, all of the barcodes read direct edition on the newsstands. So that was an error at the printer.
Whoops.
And every single one of them say, it's not like a handful of them. They all say direct edition in the barcode for the newsstand. So if you see this one and it says direct edition, that's actually the newsstand. I thought I'd point that out.
That's a good. I didn't know that. That's a good little piece of information, Sticks.
There you go. 371 of these graded. Now these are going to be the fold out covers on the grades. The 371 graded, 16 signatured, 209 eighths, 99 sixths, and let's see here. The lowest one on this one is a 6.5, where there's one of those. Ungraded sales, the last ungraded sale, $7. Earlier, a couple days prior to that, 12, another 12. This is about a $10 book. It was a highly printed cover, so it's not. It's there's plenty of them out there. It shouldn't go over $10.
Yeah.
9.8 sales. The one on top is that newsstand edition. One of those sold for $118 back in June, and then the directs. The last sale was $90 in September. Another $120 sale in September. June $149, $130, and then in March $135 sale on a 9.8 for that book. 2003, we got Spawn number 130. Spawn still chugging away here at 100 with issue 130. 86
Who the
graded.
fuck restored a Spawn 130?
Well, they
Some guy whose asshole nephew traced it over in pen.
Yeah.
lowest grade than 9.0. Yeah, I don't know. Although sometimes CGC will say it's restored and it might be part of the signature. I've seen there was one guy who had like this aliens, and the guy had done a signature and it did like a remark on it. And I don't think they realized it was a remark, so they said it was restored. They said they were coloring in some of the spots.
Oh, that's fucked.
Yeah, he was pissed. Raw sales right around $14, $13.99, $18.99 at the $10 sale this month. $20 sale back in October, $15 sale September, and a $10 sale also in September. 9.8 sales September. There was one for $90.99. So August saw one for $219, and April $195, and in February there was one for $295 or $299.95.
You got real excited about that one. 200.
200. Up next, now this is just going to be, I'm not doing all the variants on this one. There are plenty of variants for this book, but I'm just covering the A cover. Mighty Avengers number 1, 2013, first appearance of Monica Rambeau as Photon. There are 930 graded on the census, 17 signatured, 669 9/8. Lowest being a 6.5. Raw sales are right around $10, $7. There's a $2 sale. There's a $10.96 sale in October. $1.83, 99 cents.
99 cents.
You know, $12 on there. It's up and down. I don't know. I think people were going more for the variant than the A cover. So
Looks like it.
this is, of course, with all the ratios and everything for these kind of books, these A covers are very plentiful. So especially if you have a store variants, you know, those guys are getting all those freaking A covers. I don't know how they keep them up. 9.2 sales. There was a 9.2 sale. I looked at this one back in April, or no, May. I'm sorry, for $1.79. And then there was one for $40 October in 22.
Couldn't even squeeze out that extra penny for him. $1.79.
Yeah. 9.8 sales. One this month for $40. $27 last month. $10 one last month. $20.50. $60. You have to go back to September to get a $60 sale on it. $17.50 and a $40 sale in September. And that, my good friends, is the time tunnel for this week.
Nice. No hot
Good
chick
job,
this
Sticks.
week.
No hot chick this week? Why don't you tell us who the hot chick last week was, or 2 weeks ago was?
Yeah, it was a hot chick.
It's if you go back to the Dom picks, I'll tell you which one she was.
Oh, she was one of those?
She's in one of Dom's picks from this week?
That chick is the reason I started the Dom pick thing. Yeah.
They scroll all the way through Time Tunnel.
Jesus
It
Christ.
was go back to the first picture.
No, one before that.
Oh,
Her?
go. Nope, maybe no.
The truck driver?
Next. Maybe I didn't pick that picture. Hold on, I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
Nope. Here, I'll tell you right now who she was.
That first girl, the truck driver.
It was.
I can tell by what she has in her cart.
Her name is Emily Elizabeth. That's who it was.
Ooh. Sexy.
Damn it. You're right. All right. So my last story I'm going to talk about this week,
Jack Kirby's niece.
because that's it, right? I'm going to share my screen.
That's it.
Entire screen. Share.
There we go. We go off the rails.
If you have any old $2 bills lying around, they could be worth thousands. So according to Heritage Comics, the largest auction house in the world that deals with currency, a $2 bill from 2003 with a very low serial number recently sold at auction for $2,400. Later, it resold for $4,000. There's some that are all the way up to if you got a $2 bill with a red seal, it could sell from $3,000 to $2,500. So check your $2 bills. I think there's two of them. One has a green star, and that indicates a reprint. That it was messed up, and they had to reprint that run of money. So I am a collector of $2 bills. I collect $2 bills. I'm going to see now.
I always look for the silver certificates.
Oh, I gotta register. Fuck that shit. So it's either a red star or a green star. I think that's what they said. So this one, no. Green star, no. No. No.
Get back to work, Kyle.
No. 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 This one looks like it has a dick drawn. No. No.
Someone drew a flaccid penis on this one.
No. Looks like I'll have to keep collecting.
Back to work.
No low ones, no red stars, no. Make sure to keep your $2 bills handy. Don't just use them for a tip.
Yeah, I have a couple of the like in 1979 that are silver certificate ones.
Let's see. Here's a 76. But that's it. If you guys...
You can't buy shit for $1 anymore, so they should just do away with them and only have $5 bills.
Right. All right. Well,
I like how we have a healthcare debate going on in our fucking chat.
I know, it's awesome.
Oh boy.
So I was not one of the lucky ones that has a rare $2 bill. I have all the commons. I'll have to look at my other stash.
Better luck next time.
Damn it. I thought I was going to be rich.
Going back to work on Monday.
And I wasn't going to have to sell my comics. So, all right. Well, thanks for everybody for coming and hanging out. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys for playing the Dom game. I think it went a lot better this week since it was Sam approved. The instructions were easy enough for Sam to follow. And I went back to watch. And I did stipulate that there was multiples. But
I
thank
don't,
you. What's up?
I don't think the fact that there was multiples was the issue the last time. I don't know. It was how the answering was going to go. It was the issue.
I said there could be multiple.
Yeah,
I never
no,
said
I
there was
know.
only one.
No, I know you did, but I don't know. Doesn't matter. I liked it this week.
Yes, I made it very easy this week so Sam can follow.
You did it the old KISS method. Kept it simple, stupid.
Yep. So, all right, guys. You guys have a very good week. We will see you
Have a
next
happy
week.
Thanksgiving.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Yes.
Wednesday.
Maybe we'll have to do
Thursday.
Thanksgiving covers next week.
Ooh.
That's a possibility.
Make sure to tune in next week to see if Marco ends up covered in gravy. Because I know everyone, especially BK, wants to see that. I hear they were dressing up as their favorite Thanksgiving foods on TAC on Wednesday. I heard Marco was coming as gravy, and that Pete was going to be turkey, and Double O was coming as stuffing or mashed potatoes. He's coming to the mashed potatoes to Marco's gravy. So
Are they going to do a turkey food tier list?
I wonder.
They
Trademark.
did that last year.
Did they?
Yeah.
Marco's
Pretty
favorite
sure they
is candied yams.
Candy jams. Yep.
You know what
But-
my favorite part about Thanksgiving is? My mom, she makes green beans. She'll put 3 or 4 cans of green beans, and then she'll put 3 pounds of bacon in it.
Nice.
Oh,
The green
so
beans
good.
and bacon, huh?
Yeah. That's pretty much all I eat on Thanksgiving. So,
All right. Have a good Thanksgiving, everyone, and we'll see you.
I didn't do fucking shit. I didn't rig shit. I didn't fucking do this. I'm not worried about it.
Tyson said Marco bleeds great.